Alrighty, this is Xbox GamePass Reviews episode 20. We'll be playing Control. We already tweaked all these. Subtitles, yes. We went ahead and tweaked all the settings already. We should be good. Alrighty, we're gaming. This feels pretty smooth. It's not bad. Maybe a little fast, sensitivity was, but I might be able to get used to it. So my ADS is slower. Crank this down a little bit. We'll do that. We'll do 90, 60, ADS cents. We'll do like 60 and 40. That's a whole lot better. I don't know if... There we go. Doors automatically open. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Nothing? Nobody? Guess I just gotta keep running around. Maybe in here. Missions. Guess I'm just gonna run around until it tells me what to do. Oh, I crouch. Here's how you jump. X. It's not B. A launch. Toggle crouch. It says it's right stick, but it's not. It's not. It's not right stick. It's not B. Am I tweaking? Toggle crouch slam. Okay, none of the buttons are working at the moment. I don't know if it's simply because I haven't entered like a certain portion of the game that's limited so far.
Excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti. Janitor, by the way. You work for me. You can say I sent you.
Imagine this game has something to do with powers. Yeah, imagine this game has something to do with powers. And the Bureau of Control is for people who have powers. But I have no idea what this game is even about, so that's just my guess. I could be entirely wrong. Ooh. That's what I was thinking, is you can get guns in this game. Yeah. I don't even think they animated that cutscene. I think they just filmed that for real and then put a filter over top of it. Woo! Anyway. Ooh. Do something. Hello there. I have a revolver that shoots like it has a magazine. Awesome. Oh, and the bullets regenerate. Interesting. Definitely interesting. Apparently not. I'll tell you one thing, the faces look so real in this. Give to Papa. Come to Papa. Alright, let's keep it rolling. I can't reload, so shooting slow and having precision is better than shooting fast. Slower I shoot, the more accurate. As I shoot slow, it'll regen as I'm firing. If I shoot really slow. Bro, this game is so weird. It's so weird, but it's kind of cool, honestly. It looks good. It definitely looks promising. Seal the doors. Hello? Holla, 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 holla. Apparently that's not the way to go. Give. Looks like no matter where you hit them, it does the same amount of damage. Yeah, it looks like no matter where you hit them, it does the same amount of damage. Do they keep respawning or what? Let's go this way. Further into the bureau. Director's office this way. Dude, this game is trippy.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift.
Okay, this way looks a little trippy, so I would say this is probably the right direction. I think I'm back at the start, right? Alright. This is where I came in to go to that, like, office, but now that I'm back out, I guess I will go there. What's going on here? Oh, those same bathrooms, they open automatically, so they're green. Oh, I got, what's over here? Some of them I don't get red X's for, so some of them I think are real people and some of them are illusions. Boss fight. That wasn't so bad for the first boss. Good. It's creepy. Freaky.
Can you hear me? Are you with us?
Hello! Have you seen this man?
Can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
My feelings mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope. Dr. Duran's assistant.
Jesse Faden. I'm just
Shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden. Call me Jesse. Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. But somehow this hostile force, this hiss, that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning. We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA, and extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot. Trench is dead. Shot. I found his body. Hand it. The service weapon. Also, and this could sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room should do that. So you did that. And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown, before you became the new director. And how? A janitor let me in. I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even. Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more. But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse the control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
It looks like I can't fast travel anywhere yet. Ooh. That was sleaze. So, I mentioned she has telekinesis, that's why you'll be walking around, people will be floating and stuff. Because it's coming from her. Because she's kind of freaking out, or what? I feel like this is like, it's called, it's the Federal Bureau of Control. I feel like it's like SCP, kind of. Where they deal with like X-File stuff. Dude, the graphics of the game are like really like... They're like weirdly kind of like smooth and blocky.
Jesse,
But the
over
characters themselves are
We
like
need to make a plan,
incredibly
Jesse.
defined. It's weird.
I can't cleanse them. I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse. Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. A few of us. And Director Trench would know. Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it. It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss. Where is the hotline? It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you. Okay, that's my next stop. That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out. Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to
I
the
imagine her
department is just
brother-
outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs.
Imagine
to the
her
building.
brother's
You
what
can get to the
caused
hotline
Ground Zero.
containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have
Okay.
the hotline.
I get it.
Thanks.
Alright, there we go. They don't ever stop talking. Here we go. Yeah, I think her brother is what caused a major incident. They arrested him and he is here. And that is why she is here. Talk to her anytime she had a prompt to talk to her. I wonder if there's any information I can find.
The hotline should be in the communications department. Where did the hiss come from? I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in? No. No, just inside. The source is internal. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex.
It's coming from her brother.
Openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it. I'm with you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it? This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits. I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place? It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention. Unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't. Which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out. Okay. This trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me? I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. That's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances. I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new. Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it? Got it. Thanks. So HRA stopped you from becoming Hicks. It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. And each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen. Doesn't the timing seem suspicious? I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. His behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew. Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon. Just let me know.
I just wanted to get a brief rundown on what she knew, so that way I can get a better idea of what the story actually is. Interesting. Well, you gotta die to figure out that it kills you, so that's kind of how it works. Damn, am I all the way back at the center? What the shit is that? I think I went through here. Yep. Okay, well that way kills you. I need health. I'm getting a lot more hurt than I thought. Nice. How I get up there. Health boost. How do I go into my inventory assets? Alright, looks like I can have one mod on both myself and my gun at the moment. What other mods did I have? Reload speed. I mean, damage while low on health would be good, but at the same time I don't want to be low on health before my perk kicks in. If you have to be almost dead before your perk kicks in, it's kind of useless. I wonder if I was full HP and I sprinted all the way through that, if it would help. I would make it. I just save. Can I go up here? Yes, I can. Now I can crouch. There we go. I couldn't crouch earlier. I don't know why. Probably because it just wanted me to go straight. Wanted me to go straight to where it was leading me. It didn't want me to mess around or anything and look around. am so dead. Nice, that reload speed is wicked. It's exactly what I needed. I kind of want to shoot all these things because I feel like if you shoot every single one of them from here to like the end of the mission, you'll get an achievement. I guarantee you that's an achievement. I already missed one earlier, so there's no reason to try. When I walked down that staircase the second time, there wasn't one there the first time, but there was the second time. Bro, that tripod just saved his life for like 5 seconds. Interesting, interesting. Alrighty. This is one of those games where you don't really have to look around that much. If you look around that much, you're never gonna find where you're going. So she has like telekinesis, from what I gather. That's what her ability is. That's why I think her brother is responsible for all of this. Because all of this looks like telekinetic ability, and it's just probably just coming directly from him. I like how it's programmed to let you know what button to crouch, based on what button you chose to crouch. It wasn't B before, but now it is. It's good attention to detail. floppy disk. That OG technology. Hell yeah! Yeah, this game has potential. I'm not even... Nice. I'm gonna lose my shit whenever these cubes start just like disappearing all of a sudden. And I gotta run as fast as I can. Combat's gonna get real fun if I can do this outside of the whole thing. Nice, mate. Nice. Combat's getting real fun. Yeah, baby. Launch efficiency. Nice. What's sweet is you don't have to reload it. It automatically recovers. That dude spasmed. I think these control points are like checkpoints, or they're actually, that's right, yeah, they're fast travel points. I found one at the beginning. Boss fight. at, boy? Where you at? They're too slick, bro. They're too slick. High ground, baby. Damn, son. Woo! Damn, son. I always hate that when boss fights do that. When it's me versus like the boss plus like 9 enemies, like it needs to be me versus 9 enemies. Then after I kill the 9 enemies, the boss comes in. It doesn't need to be me versus 9 enemies and the boss at the exact same time. I never understood why games did that. Guess it's not reasonable. It's all about being reasonable. You can't expect now he's hitting me. Bro, are you serious? How did he get back up like he's fucking... It's like the fucking Matrix, bro. He just like dips back and then lifts back up and punches me in the face with 9 bullets. See, this is what's so fucking annoying is games need to. I like people like gamers need to teach fucking gaming companies a lesson, bro. You need to learn how to make a game. Like, you need to play games in order to be a game company, like, plain and simple. You shouldn't make your players go through an animation 9 times because they lose to a boss 9 times. Like, it doesn't matter, man. You can be like, well, that's a punishment for dying so much. Also, that bullshit. Like, no matter how fast you sprint, you can't outrun. If I stay sprinting, he should never be able to hit me. Of course he hits me. Why wouldn't he? Now I'm 1 HP in a fucking dream. That's what I mean, dude. that's kind of why they do it. Is that shit literally right there. So I have somebody kill to get health back, but now I'm back to fucking nothing again. See, that's why it's pointless. It's like, oh, it's someone to kill to get health back. It's like, oh, cool. Let me kill them and then get health back, and then only to lose that health to the same guys that are there to get the health. Like, just let me, There's supposed to be a button to evade. I changed it to the trigger, which was the button. Shit. No, I need to get up these stairs like now. I literally can't do anything. I literally tried to grab the thing directly behind him 3 fucking times and it wouldn't let me pick it up. See, this is why this shit is so dumb, dude. You'll shoot him like fucking 9 times. Get him to 1 HP. And then they'll be like, no, you're not allowed to win that easy. So they fucking start changing stuff up. It's like, I was just gonna sit there and fucking shoot him in the face until he was dead. And they're like, no, you're exploiting the map. We can't have that. So he just fucking stays behind a pillar and refuses to fucking move all of a sudden. He's aggressive as shit until you get him to 1 and then he hides. It's like every time you get him dead to rights, he fucking moves like a pussy. He's supposed to be the boss. See, he's baiting me out. Dude, I'll just wait right here. Dude, serious? Christ, if I could hit this shot, bro, stop moving. Come on, gun, fuck. God damn. See, there you go. That's what I was trying to do the first time, but he fucking blew up all the railings and wouldn't like stop hiding for 2 seconds. I think all of these little things came from all the guys that were piling up at the bottom of the stairs that were going to come up, and they all died. One I won, they did that. Alright, well. Gotta find these doors that opened. I think they're up here, right? Are they those? They must be these up here. No, I think this is where I came in. I came in and he... Oh, maybe not.
Alright, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damaged the inner ear.
Oh, what the f- Uh... I was not expecting that. Do not tell me I have to go through that entire... Are you fucking serious? I have to go through that boss fight again? Okay, maybe not the boss fight, but I have to fight all these enemies again. Oh, that's cool. They have an animation for her just shooting. That's weird. I'm gonna run up and shoot him like I'm Han Solo. Yeah. Let's go through him. That's wild that it made me do all that shit again.
The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S.
Alright, let me open this and not run to my death immediately. Ding, ding, ding. Where is my service? Spooky. Is there an eye in the middle by chance? Hello there. Did this painting just flicker? Nice. At least I don't have to go through a fucking loading screen for 12 minutes. This game has like some of the longest loading screens I think I've ever had to sit through. Monkey D. Luffy here. Yeah, this game actually has some crazy potential. Depending on how the story pans out, this could be a fucking crazy game. As of right now, I don't think that highly of it. But if it pans out, because this story is like developing pretty well and pretty quickly. If I play for like another hour, my score would probably be a lot higher. That's usually what I always say is my score usually goes up, but sometimes it goes down. It just depends. If I'm like playing a game and I'm getting mad a lot, the more I play it, the more likely my score is to go down. But if I play it and I don't really get mad within that first hour, then more than likely, the longer I play it, the more I'll enjoy it. I just don't like inconsistencies in games. So whenever you go through an inconsistency several times throughout, it'll be like perfect, then terrible, then perfect, then great. And it's just like awesome. You're like, ah, it fixed itself, and then it fucking happens again. You're like, dude, like, it just kills your motivation to want to play. But so far, I haven't seen any issues so far throughout this game. There's some inconsistencies with the recoil and stuff, but that's just recoil. When you're shooting, it spreads out. So you're shooting and you're like, I'm shooting right at this guy, I wasn't hitting him. It's because you're shooting too fast and it's spreading the recoil. But I haven't really seen very many issues from this game. This game is actually pretty good. Quite good. Quite good. She was in the board office.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss?
Oh,
I can make out what Trent is saying. Incredible. What did he say? He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's the head of security. And Marshall? Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back. Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there? It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect. Maybe I can find a way. extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that in his hands seemed to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us. Okay. If you think it will help. Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance center. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
They're gonna have me talk to her again? Search away into the main sector, okay. Search for a way into the main sector. There we go. Yeah, so far this game is actually really good. Where's this elevator at? Documents, mate. Documents. Damn, why is there so many, like, documents and shit? I wonder if there's any more mods I can put on any of this stuff. What do I got on? Health by 18%. Health recovery. Anything new? So far, it looks simply like there's main quests. There's no like side quests or anything.
They're saying Trench was shown.
Elevator. Okay, here we go. Who am I going to talk to? Dracula? Who the hell? Pony? Oh my god. if he's listening to the Spooder Man soundtrack. Come on, bro. I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to play this whole game. I'm gonna give a rating before I end stream, but I definitely feel like I'm gonna have to wait until I beat the game to give my accurate official rating. And then if my rating goes up or anything, I'll update it later. But, yeah, I'm narrowing in on my score here. I've kind of gone up and down in the past 20 minutes. Like I was gonna go a little bit lower, a little bit higher. Spooky, scary. Let's see, now I'm like next that way. At a checkpoint. And then I think I might call it quits here after. Well, that's kind of cool. That's actually really cool. Yeah, I think, yeah, I went up and down with my score. And recently I started thinking, you know what, like I could actually potentially go really high in score for this game. If things pan out well, like, if the story pans out like I think it's going to, it might eventually be up there with, like, Callisto Protocol. Not necessarily up there with it, but in that territory. Same territory like Avowed. I put Avowed in yesterday. Yeah, that was, yeah. Stalker 2 was kind of, I played Stalker 2 today and then this. Stalker 2 is kind of an embarrassment compared to this. Although it wasn't bad, I'm probably going to end up playing that whole series. But compared to this is definitely better. I mean, the graphics are like, the graphics are weird. Like, the characters are like 9.5 out of 10 for, like, the way the faces and stuff. The graphics wise for the characters' faces, they almost, like, blew this out of the water. Like, the only games I've seen physically that blow this game out of the water for, like, facial features is Call of Duty and like just like the new Call of Duty, like Advanced Warfare and sooner. Like Advanced Warfare, where they had, I think Kevin Spacey, I think that's his name. That was like years ago too, and it was a little bit better than this. But this game, like it's like 9 out of 10 for the face captures. They got good with the emotions and stuff, especially where they zoomed in on the eyes and things like that. They did really good with that. The eyes and the facial features overall, where they zoom in and you can see all the good image capturing they did for the faces. The maps themselves look good too. The destructible environment. Like, look at that. I don't think I can do it with the gun, but I can probably do it with the barrel. Yeah, look at that. The destructible environment. The Yeah, the powers, the gun. You don't have to find ammo; it just recharges on its own, which is very unique and like incredibly cool because it's a ballistic weapon. It's a ballistic weapon, but it works like energy weapons do in like Halo and stuff. Actually, in Halo, the energy weapons do like cool down, but then you have to throw them down and pick up another one. Like, look at recharge, boom. Then you can put mods on the gun, so it recharges faster. You can put mods on yourself, so that way you have more health, regen speed. Let's say there's probably mods for more damage from the gun. Probably more ammo capacity. I like this too, where if you don't ADS, you get that cool shooting animation. The gameplay's solid. The gameplay's like a 7.25 probably. Story's probably going to be... The story so far, just from what I've seen, is an 8. From just what I have seen. Because the early elements are there. Everything is there to be panned out into an incredible story. It could go from an 8 down to like a 6. If they blow a fucking lead like crazy, it could just go down to like a 6. But based on what I'm seeing right now, the story is going to be like an 8. Say 7.25 for the gameplay, because the gameplay is actually nice. Like the destructible environment, the pistol that regens. You know, you don't have to find ammo. You have telekinetic abilities to pick up stuff. It's just such a cool game and such a cool concept. It's very unique in the way it does stuff. I also like superpower games, so this is definitely a cool game. The gameplay drives it down a little bit and defines where my score is going to be at.
Well done. You got the job.
Let's talk to this guy real quick.
Place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Yeah, hi, Auntie. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small couple of hours job. Jaha, you think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Avautas on perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of power plant perkele. And the pensioner inside. He's starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappeared like a fart in Sahara. But don't you worry. I've left you clear It's the end of the trip before I go to my vacation. The words on the task board here you can do later when you have time. Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna ratten. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this grass is gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Auntie.
Alrighty. Yeah, you saw in that cutscene, both her face and his face were magnificent for the face capture and stuff. I would say the graphics overall are probably like an 8 because the characters themselves drive the score up, but then the outside drives the score down. So I'd say graphics are probably an 8. I'd say graphics are an 8. Story has the potential to be an 8. And then gameplay is like 7.25. And I would say story has the potential to be an 8, which affects my score in a way because I would say it's an 8 more than likely. I don't think I would be willing to say that it's an 8 right this second. I know I just said so earlier, but it definitely has the potential to be an 8. It definitely has the potential. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I gave Generation Zero a 7.4. I originally was like, nah, this game's not as good as Generation Zero, but then I went, you know what? The story's developing and stuff. I think this game is better than Generation Zero. Generation Zero is saved by the gameplay, the cool guns, being able to fight giant robots and stuff. It's just a very cool game, but it has a story too, but it lacks that story element that this game has. This game has cool powers. The fighting is fun. It's cool. The gun regens. It just has some like very specific elements that are only to this game. They're like proprietary to this game. It's just stuff you don't normally see there. It's a very unique game. And it's unique in the way it works, but you know, the buttons and stuff are very. I had to change the crouch button to be, so I'm just gonna say that I had to adjust that myself. Originally, they had crouch be the B button or the right stick, and then evade was the B button, but I changed it. Took me a second to adjust the sensitivity, but I adjusted it before I started playing, then I adjusted it after I started playing. About 30 seconds spent on adjusting that, and then it was perfect. You know, I had to turn down the brightness a little bit too, because it was a little too bright. It might even still be a little bit too bright, but I think it looks good. But with all that said, I think 7.6 is what I'm going to give this game. I've been thinking that over for a while. It's not as good as Outer Worlds. I gave Outer Worlds a 7.8. But the game that I'm like, is it better than? But I don't think it is. Still Wakes the Deep. I put Still Wakes the Deep lower, but recently I changed it to a 7.7 and put it in the comments on that video. 7.7 is where Still Wakes the Deep is at. I don't think there's certain elements of Still Wakes the Deep that, like the gameplay, that severely limit it, or else it would be a much higher game. Probably if it had the elements, they like really, because the graphics were good, the story was excellent. If they just changed some of the elements to it, it would have probably ended up being better than Callisto Protocol. But they just like squandered the potential because they refused to allow you to fight back. They just didn't want you to be able to pick up like a wrench or anything and try and fight back. If they had done that, it would have been much better, but even with all of that, this game still, even with all the limited stuff, Still Wakes the Deep is still better than it. This game just still isn't as good as Still Wakes the Deep, so Still Wakes the Deep at 7.7. I would put this right below it at 7.6. And then it's definitely better than Skate. It's definitely better than House Flipper and stuff. Those are the next closest games after Generation Zero. It's definitely better than Generation Zero now that I've played it a little bit better. It's definitely one of the better games that I've played on the Game Pass. It definitely earns a 7 at the least, and it almost if I keep playing this game and the story develops like I think, it'll cross into 8 territory. It'll cross over into 8.1, 8.2 more than likely. If it progresses how I think, but until then, 7.6. Because it's a very, very, very cool game. Just, I haven't played much of the story, so I don't know yet, but 7.6 is where I'm at on it. Alrighty. That's my score. Deuces.